everybody, we're back. My next guest has appeared in numerous films, including Blade and I Shot Andy Warhol. Beginning on May 3rd, you can see him in Deuces Wild. Please welcome Stephen Dorff. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm good.
Very nice to have you here on the show.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours.
Oh, well, thank you. Thanks for coming on the program. You've been traveling around a lot. That's one thing I kind of envy about actors. You've had this experience, too, where you get to travel. Like, you'll shoot a movie in an exotic place. You were in Hungary not too long ago.
Budapest. We just finished a movie last week, actually. It's called Den of Lions, and it was a crazy place.
Do people know who you are in Hungary?
Yeah, in Hungary it was kind of crazy. I mean, I think like Blade was probably like the most commercial film I'd ever done, so it did really, I guess, really well in Hungary because people wear like fangs and they're playing the Blade song in the clubs and stuff. And
people go to the clubs and play techno Blade music.
Yeah, it's like that Blade song from the opening, you know.
Right,
and there's a lot of gangsters in Budapest, you know, a lot of
like serious, like former Cold War gangsters.
Yeah,
like people
almost like Russia. I mean, I've never been to Russia, but I could, you know, only imagine. I mean, you know, like Turkish gangsters, and at the same time, there's like a lot of beautiful girls too. So, I think
this is like a really. You've described the craziest sounding country.
Yeah,
like
it's beautiful.
Gangsters, beautiful women, and everyone's dressed up like a Blade character. You know, rocking out to techno music.
Yeah, I mean I would meet like a girl. You know, I met a girl one night, and it looked like she was with one of these gangsters, and I didn't want to die in Hungary or something. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna. You know, I'd rather go out somewhere else. But
right.
Basically, I had a driver, and he was a translator, so the girl didn't speak any English. So we'd go out to dinner and stuff, and then we went out to dinner like 5 times, and I'd say something, he'd say it in Hungarian, she would say it back. Translate. By the end of the 5th dinner, I totally forgot the girl. It really brought me and the driver together. You know what I mean? It's like me and,
you guys are like
Zoli became.
I love you, Zoli.
Yeah, we called him Zoli Night because he was our driver at nighttime. So, yeah.
Now, I was looking through all the work that you've done. You've done a lot of different movies, and then one thing caught my eye. You were on Different Strokes once.
Yeah, that's where, in the beginning, before I went into the movies, I kind of did these guest spots on all these different shows that I grew up watching. So it was,
right. You must have been a kid at the time.
Yeah, I was like, I would always watch Different Strokes and Silver Spoons and all those shows, and so I got this gig on Different Strokes, and I was on the set, the Drummond family. It was kind of surreal, the dad
Especially if
was
you're
there,
a kid and you see these people like, oh, there's the Drummond house, and there's Mr. Drummond.
I'm on the set, and the audience is out there, and the father's there, Todd Bridges is there, but Gary Coleman wasn't there, and I was really excited to work with Gary. And at the time, they didn't let me read the whole script, so I didn't realize he wasn't in the episode,
Right.
So I was with the little redhead guy, Danny, I think was his name, the redheaded kid. I was a Cub Scout on the show.
They always do that at the end of a series. Must have been towards the end of the series.
Yeah.
When a show starts to like not do well anymore, they always bring in, and the kid starts to, like one of the kids that was the big star in the beginning starts to grow up. They did this on Brady Bunch with Oliver. They bring this kid, they like ship in, and they're like, get me a new kid in here. And so there's always these kids just show up.
With the show,
So they just like shove a little redheaded munchkin out there. And where's Arnold? I don't know,
Yeah. So I was kind of upset about the Gary thing, but then I met him on a movie I did later, a few years later, SFW. He did a little cameo.
Hell, you've only worked with Gary Coleman since.
That's one of my highlights.
Was he rocking out in the techno club in Hungary?
I'd like to see Gary in Hungary. Would be funny.
Now, I'm sure he gets around, traveling the world. I saw you in I Shot Andy Warhol. You did something that surprised a lot of people. You played a drag queen in this movie, and a lot of people were. And you did a great job doing it. This must have been. We have actually a still from the movie. This is you.
How you doing?
This is you from the movie, and about 4 hours ago. No, I'm just kidding. But you went the whole 9 yards. You had your eyebrows plucked. You just really.
Yeah, I went for it. I mean, it was weird because we were shooting in New York, and Candy Darling was very. She looked like a woman. So
this is playing a real sort of protege of Andy Warhol's.
She was on everything, on hormones, everything. I said I'll do everything for the part, but I'm not going to take hormones, because I got other movies to make after. And
they were like, we want to do surgery and have you go on hormones.
Yeah. And
to shoot this independent movie.
But everybody kind of looked, when I wasn't in the makeup, everybody kind of looked at me very strange because I had no, very little eyebrows and stuff, so I had like meetings at the time, and I just was looking. I wanted to have a sign on myself that just said, "I'm here making a movie. I'm playing a drag queen.
Right.
Stop looking at me.
Stop staring at me."
I didn't get weird or something. You know, Hollywood hasn't, you know, made me crazy.
Did it hurt? Like, I mean, I'm sure while you're doing that role, you have to interview for the next movie.
Yeah.
And you're trying to interview with people, and you've got plucked eyebrows.
Yeah, I had a meeting with Woody Allen, and it was very strange. I said to my agent, "Please tell him that, you know, I've never met Woody Allen. I'm a fan of his. Please tell him that I look strange, you know, and I'm not, you know." And so I went there, and I think, you know, he didn't say much anyway. He just, yeah. And I think he thought I looked very strange, and I don't know if that call went through beforehand, but
right.
He was a nice guy.
Was he adjusting his glasses a lot and saying, "You're making me nauseous," and getting all Woody Allen?
He asked me what I was working on. I said, I'm playing a drag queen right now. And, "Oh, great."
Then he backed out of the room, and someone else came in and said, "This meeting's over."
Yeah, real quick meeting. So.
Deuces Wild.
Yeah.
Tell us about this film.
Deuces Wild is a movie actually we made about a year and a half ago. So it was supposed to come out September 14th. It was moved to May 3rd. It's kind of a 1950s rumble movie, kind of, to me. It goes back, a throwback to like The Outsiders, or it's a lot of young guys, a lot of tough fight scenes. It's a story about two brothers growing up in 1958. They've lost one brother, and now they're, you know, Leon, my character's just trying to kind of keep this block, this small radius clean, and clean from drugs, clean from just violence, and Marco, Norman Reedus, who plays Marco, is coming out of prison, and he's just kind of pushing all my buttons, and it becomes kind of like a Western, high noon.
We have a clip here. Do we need to know anything for this clip?
I think this clip's me and my brother Bobby, played by Brad Renfro, and we're a little at odds in this scene, I think. He's kind of a rambunctious kid. I'm trying to keep him on the good side here.
All right, let's take a look at this clip from Deuces Wild.
She's Jimmy Pocket's sister. End of story.
It's not the end of the story.
The family killed your brother. You remember that?
Yeah, well, you can't stop me from seeing her.
Oh, yeah? What are you gonna do?
I'll do whatever the I want to do. You're not my father, Leon.
You want out, Bobby?
What are you talking about?
You want out of the gang? Because that's what you're asking for.
Leon, I am always behind you. You want me to cut Jimmy Pockets into a million pieces? I'll do it. You want me to kill Marco? I'll do it. But Annie's my girl now. And you're just gonna have to accept that.
If that's swearing, you're in...
Yeah, that's kind of a rough clip there.
Yeah, like on every other word.
Yeah.
Deuces Wild opens next Friday. Stephen, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Really good to have you on the show. Nice job. Stephen Dorff, everyone. We'll be right back with Super Furry Animals. Stick around.